to be honest, one of these topics, my dad is gonna kill me. Because I don't want to do this with him in this room. That's karma, bitch.
That's karma, he says. Derek was yelling at me the whole time on the car on the way there. He didn't get out of the car. He was mad. It only happens a couple of times in your life. You get it once when you get married, and if you got any kids, you got it, when they get married, if you're lucky enough to be the father.
Before we get to that, how about let's talk about my confession?
All right, we're going to talk about this confession.
Here we go.
Here we are.
Wait a second. You're
Are
replacing
you replacing your mom, too?
And how in the hell can you replace your
Oh,
mom?
Valerie.
Wow.
Your mom.
You want to leave?
I didn't hear that.
All right, guys, welcome back to Baker's Factory. With me today, we got Jack Milligan.
All right. That's right.
And we got Eric Baker.
Woo! This is going to be fun.
Eric Baker. And to be honest, one of these topics, my dad is going to kill me. Because I don't want to do this with him in this room.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
We'll see about that.
I'll restrain myself, okay?
You better.
I'll show great restraint and not kill you.
You better, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Or else I'm going to kick your ass out of this room.
Oh, let's go.
Well, giving it straight up already. Anyway, the first topic I have is Jenna's wedding.
Now, wait a minute. I had something I wanted to say.
Well, you would get to yours.
No. I want to just, mine's kind of a little bit of an intro. I think you'll like it.
Well,
just say yes, Dad. Here, you ready? Hey, Derek, what do you want to talk about?
Wow, that's pretty good.
I thought you'd like that. Why don't you just roll with it, buddy? Who says that?
We know, it's Cody Rose.
There you go.
Okay, then, this could be weird on this podcast, but I take it. Anyway, the first topic we want to talk about is Jenna's wedding. I gotta know what you guys think about Jenna's wedding. Jack, what concerns you?
Oh,
what do you think about
it was a very beautiful venue. First of all, you knocked it out of the park on the place and the location. There was a hot air balloon flying around. Did you see that?
I know.
That was just strictly luck.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And the music was great. Everything. I mean, that was out of this world. And the dancing, when you and your parents got up to dance, that was.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really sweet.
That was fun. That was a big time.
My mom did killed it.
What about your dad? Who do you think was leading that whole deal?
Well, be honest, Dad, you did Tim out like stacked potatoes, like hot potatoes. That was pretty cool, but Baker.
She was smoking that day, wasn't she?
You call it smoking it.
What do you think, huh? Give me another. There you go. She's gonna hate that.
Okay. What about you, Jake? What do you think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was lovely. I enjoyed myself very much, though, especially the open bar. That was a great add-on.
Oh yeah, speaking of the
Brookdale
bar,
Farms did do a great job.
Yeah.
Speaking of the bar, I did talk to the bartender right after that rehearsal on Thursday. I told the bartender ignore my dad, and technically it worked.
Yeah, you guys enjoyed the bar. I think I had 3 drinks.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
night.
Just busy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Shit,
I got 4 beers that night.
It's hard when you're hosting a big event. Like, I mean, I just remember this when we got married. You have all these people out there, and you want to be respectful to everybody and do your very best to go around and see everybody. Because I've been to a lot of weddings. The bride and groom don't do that.
Right.
That's not the way to be.
Yep.
So you got all these people from all parts of your life, both sides, and and your friends, and you need to get around and try to talk to everything. I think Jenna and Chris did a good job with that. I wasn't really paying that close attention. I was really kind of dealing with the trying to spread myself
That's
around
right.
as much as possible.
Represent the family name.
True.
And,
Right.
But it was a lot of fun.
What about you, Dad? What do you think about Jenna's wedding, and what's it like, Daisy, with your daughter up there, and how you feel about the whole moment.
Well, first of all, we got to talk about going fishing ahead of time.
Well, let's not worry about that. We will talk about that.
Let's keep things
soon.
in order.
We will keep it in order, but I gotta know how to feel dating with your daughter.
Well, we had a nice
dance.
father-daughter dance, and you know, we were up there chatting and spinning around, and you know, and we're the center of the world right at that moment, and it was very special. And then all of a sudden, we both look over and see somebody that's very important to in our lives, and we think, you know what? And she didn't say anything to me, and I didn't say anything to her. We just kind of looked at each other and said, "What about calling Derek up there? What do you think?" And so we both motioned to you, and here you come, and we had this wonderful moment. How did you feel to get invited up to the dance floor with your dad and your sister during such an important moment in her life?
I honestly think big shout out you and Jenna invited me up, which is I totally enjoyed. That was a beautiful moment with you and for Jenna, for that matter, but it is what it is. So
I heard something about you, Derek, at our table. You know, like Kate. You know, Jenna put us with all of Katie's friends. And I heard that you tried marrying one of them at one point in time.
Oh yeah.
Which one's that?
He started looking for apartments.
Yeah, you were looking for apartments. Do you remember who we're talking about?
I don't want to jump into the conclusions right now, Jack.
Was that Riley? Is that which one was it? I mean, it's kind of been that way with a lot of them.
I believe.
Derek moves through women like, molasses through a pancake.
Okay, enough. Braxton Perez is watching it, okay? Maybe Liv Morgan. Anyway, the next topic I have is, of course, we got to talk about fishing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we get to talk about fishing.
Dad?
What did we do? What did we do before Jenna's wedding?
Hang on.
Oh, come on.
Reason I brought this up because I was so mad and angry about what is my dad thinking, why he wants to fish on Jenna's wedding day.
Why not? Every day's a good day to go fishing.
Complete.
Derek was not happy with me, by the way. Jenna didn't care, but Derek was not happy.
I was not happy, and I'm glad Jenna.
He's a big time rule follower.
Anyway,
and when Jenna told me that I was under no circumstance in going fishing on her wedding day, guess what I had to do?
Hey, I followed the rules with wrestling, so you should too.
I had to figure out a way to go fishing. Now, unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time. I did not catch any fish, but we did wet a line.
Anyway.
I broke off twice, and I got one bite.
Anyway, Dad, tell me all about fishing on your daughter's wedding day.
Well, I just did. You weren't listening. You were trying to
I'm
answer
trying
the
to
question.
get the point, okay?
All right. So
I
we
got
stopped.
my point out.
We stopped ahead of time. We left here early. We went down a place off the beaten path, right there near the path where we had to travel, right there on the highway. I pulled off, tied on the bait, walked down to the river, made a few casts, got hung up, retied, broke off, retied.
That's karma, bitch.
That's karma, he says. Derek was yelling at me the whole time on the car on the way there. He didn't get out of the car. He was mad.
Oh, man.
Kyle got out with me, and he videoed the whole thing.
Were there some expletives?
I had this wonderful shirt on, father of the bride date. I think I had this hat on. What's the hat say? That's your Baker.
My dad is a crazy, stupid idiot.
I think it
fish
says
dude.
Derek.
Fish dude.
It's the Baker banner merch. I thought I'd wear this.
It's a great hat.
It is a fantastic
Yeah,
hat.
So
a
make
really
sure
great
you
hat.
get this hat from Baker Banner's shop.
I'll be getting one myself. I like that.
I know it's
So
pretty
there,
cool.
there you go.
So
what else on fishing?
That's
What else
that.
did we do on that? So we left there. Let's do a shout out to one more place.
hang on.
Listen.
You did put a. I will go down in the middle here. You did take some videos for Jenna's wedding. How's that
before
go?
we get to that, all right, where did we stop for lunch?
Oh yeah, we did have Joyous, actually.
Joya's.
Joya's.
Joya's. Oh, it was so good.
Joyous is pretty good.
It was so good. All right,
It
shout
was
out
good.
to Joya's.
Shout out for
That's
sure.
good. The Hill is
Anyway,
a great neighborhood.
Dad, you
Now-
want to talk about this?
All right, I want to talk about this. All right, so we're lined up. All right, we're getting ready to walk
Jenna's winning videos. Tell me all about those videos you made for
in. All
Jenna's
right.
winning.
So here we are. We're all lined up. Of course, I've been married once and saw it from that perspective.
Second moment of the year.
And I've been to a lot of weddings.
Yep.
Okay, so you get to sit there in the crowd and you get to watch the bride come down, but you don't know what's going on backstage before
Right.
they come down.
Right.
And it only happens a
Did
couple of times
Jenna
in your life. You get it
let
once
you
when
do
you get
it?
married, and if you got any kids, you got it. When they get married, if you're lucky
Did
enough to be
Jenna
the
do
father,
it?
mom doesn't get that opportunity. So
Did Jenna let you do it?
no,
before
Jenna said, "Put
walking
your
out?
phone away, Dad," is what she did. But I said, "Jenna, I'm not listening to you because I'm good at that." I said, "I'm taking a selfie," and I took a selfie, and then I thought, we're back here. We're just killing time. She started getting a little nervous anyway.
Oh, yeah?
She was getting anxious.
Was
And I
she
said, well, let's
really?
just lighten it up, right? Let's just lighten it up and do something that, hey, she wants to yell at you. Give her something to yell at me about.
Uh-huh.
So I turned it on, and I start videoing it, and we're just back, just the two of us. Now the whole wedding party was in front of us, but they're slowly starting to wait. We had I'm sure you've seen it on either TikTok or Instagram, some of the videos that she's posted of that
Yeah.
that video. It's a special moment. I mean, it really was. That the photographer can't get it. Nobody can get that, And I pulled it out and I got it, and I thought,
There is Tiffany.
did a fair job getting it. I think she really appreciated it
Understandable of
after
the
it
year.
was all said and done. And I would encourage anybody that's getting married, dads, if you're out there, get that video moment because you're alone. They're the only one that can get it.
Yeah. What was that?
Amen.
It's probably one of the few times in your life you've never had a feeling like that before. What was that like?
Absolutely. It was. Oh, I mean, your oldest daughter is getting married. She's, starting her new life with her new husband, and I mean, it was a special moment. And and rather than just sit there and small talk and whatever, I picked it up on video, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody will be down the line too.
I think so,
It's just
too.
gonna get better and better.
It's kind of like Val will probably kill me for this one, but it's kind of like when you have a
Like you're
child.
gonna kill me
okay?
about
She
my
did
confession?
not want me videoing the actual birth. Okay? Well, I'm like, I'm not listening to you. You do your thing. You do the pushing. I'll do the video. I got it all.
Oh man! All right.
Okay? Now, nobody gets to watch it.
Right.
But that was her only opportunity to see that. She doesn't get to see what she's experiencing, right?
Yep.
And we've got that video someplace. You want to watch it?
Yeah.
I don't think we're
We would
putting
do
that one
that
on
at-
TikTok.
We'll put that. We'll overlay it on the show. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if Jenna wants to put that one out there. You want that one? I got you probably coming out, buddy.
I'm good.
I thought you would be.
That'll be our intro clip, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But those special moments like that, it's a one-time opportunity. You gather it. You can throw it away if you don't want it, or you can watch it again.
That's great. That's really great.
So anyway, that's that. What else we got?
Well, the next topic I got is hunting. Looks like fishing season is coming and turkey season.
Okay.
Well, I was going to talk about just the spring. I'm so excited.
Well,
with
we will
spring.
talk about the spring in a
But
minute.
what does spring
Let's talk
bring
about
us?
hunting first.
What does spring
You
bring
said-
us?
You said you want to talk about
I do. And now
hunting.
let me
Let's just talk about
let me
hunting.
ask you a couple of questions, okay? I want to talk about hunting, so just relax for a second.
Just
I-
coming
in the-
about hunting before I get to spring.
You are such a hard head.
We know.
We all know. No, all right, hunting. All right, now can we go to spring?
We're not moving on that quick. Tell us about hunting.
I'll tell you what.
Fishing season's coming. Turkey season's
I'm
coming.
so excited because spring brings a lot of different things. It brings the fish start biting. I get to go fishing. The turkeys start gobbling. They start mating. I get to go turkey hunting. I love the turkey hunt. It's probably my favorite thing to do. And March Madness is here. Everybody
Speaking of
likes
that,
March Madness?
speaking of that, when I went to the farm with my dad, Dad and I actually shot a turkey once.
Wow.
I did.
Nice.
Yep. The one time it was a fall hunt, I brought Derek, I think for the first time, wasn't it?
It was
It
actually.
was the very first time I taken him hunting, and we got in the set in the blind, and I've never killed a turkey with my bow and arrow.
I was just about to ask, are you shooting with
It
bows?
was with a bow and arrow, and
Nice.
this turkey comes out in the field about 40 yards, and I just taken a couple of shots up back at the barn, and I took shots right at 40 yards, and I was dialed in. I mean, it was hitting. I was like, this bird comes out there, and he's feeding. It was a hen, and it's feeding, and I'm like, well, it's there. It's right at 40 yards. It's a long shot, but I just took that shot. I could make this shot.
Yeah.
And so I had Derek. He was videoing the whole thing, and I drew back, and I just relaxed.
I actually missed a part of the video. Like, see my dad. He needed a turkey with a bow. I with the arrow. I missed.
And I think I hit the turkey. He missed the video.
I missed the video.
I think I had a different camera set
Derek.
up, but I did catch the video. I caught the arrow.
Nice.
And so there's a certain amount of pounds that goes on the tension of your bow. Is that right? How does that work exactly?
Yeah, I shoot a compound. It's tops out at about 65 pounds.
Okay. Is
something
that
like
what most 65 is around?
Well, yeah, I mean, people shoot different things. I mean, I got mine dialed down a little bit. I know a lot of guys that shoot 70.
Okay.
I've got mine backed off 70. Hurts a little too much. But and then other people might shoot 60. Some people that shoot a lot might shoot 80. But,
Yeah. Then there's a guy Cameron Haynes that shoots like 100, right? Or something
Yeah,
crazy
he
like
shoots
that
a
for-
90-pound
Yeah.
Boyd. I listen to Cameron Haynes.
Nice,
and
okay.
he's-
Yeah,
have you listened to him?
I can tell.
Yeah, he's a fun listen. So if anybody, shout out to
tell.
Shout out
Cameron.
to
He
Cameron
probably will
Haynes.
not
Yeah.
see this.
We'll get
But
you
if
on
he
the
happens
pod.
to see it,
Yeah.
shout out to
Shout out
Cameron.
to Cameron. Come
I
on
actually
back.
got one of his
Cameron, for
hats.
sure.
Oh, that would be cool.
I
That
went up-
dude's the man.
I went up to when we were on our trip at Oregon.
Uh-huh.
He always shoots at a place called the Bow Rack, and I don't know what his involvement is there, but I see they're on social media and with him, and he mentions them or whatever. So I was like, I don't have anything else. Hadn't bought any souvenirs on the whole trip. Well, let's go to the Bow Rack. I'll see what's there, and I bought a couple shirts and a hat that says
Yep.
"Keep Hammering."
Nice.
So yeah, I do like to listen to Cam Haynes.
Well, the next topic I really want to talk about is the everyday March Madness. It is spring.
Now wait a minute. We didn't
Basketball.
talk very much about turkey hunting. It was very little.
Well, tell me about turkey hunting for a bit.
Well, are you going to go with me this year?
No.
I will.
You know who called and wants to go?
Who?
Josh. He sent me a text today. He's looking forward.
Bring him. Go ahead.
He's
I
looking
don't care.
forward to youth season. He wants to bring Jack again. I've taken Jack a couple of times.
Okay. That's fine.
We've yet to get a bird,
Take Josh. Take Jack.
but I do have
I don't care.
a funny Instagram video if you want to watch. Or actually, it's YouTube video on my YouTube channel, Baker Banner Dad, on YouTube. That
Please
we didn't
take a
see
look.
any turkey that day,
YouTube.
but we're killing time, and Jack and Josh get out there walking around the decoys and acting like turkeys, and I pulled the trigger on the shotgun, and they both went down and started flopping. It's so funny. We had a lot of fun that day. We didn't kill any turkeys, but we did have fun. So, but you're not going with me.
No.
Would you ever consider it going again?
Maybe in the future, but no.
I bought a new shotgun just recently that I think you could handle. Derek, I've taken him shooting a couple of times. Let me finish. Let me talk for a minute. I've taken him shooting a couple times.
Handle a gun.
He doesn't like it, and I don't know if it's the noise or if it's the kick. What is it about the gun you don't like? Is it just too loud?
It's just too loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, it is kind of obnoxious. You got to be ready for it. He doesn't like it that much, but I did get one that's probably not a whole lot quieter. It's a 410. It's a smaller caliber shotgun. Are you guys familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's kind of a new craze right now. These people hunting with these 410s with this TSS shot.
Oh, okay.
It's a tungsten shot. It's it's made for turkey hunting. And the things are deadly out to about 30 yards or maybe even
I can imagine,
farther.
yeah.
So which my 12 gauge isn't deadly much further than that. So, but anyway, it doesn't kick very hard and it's not that loud. It's something I think you could definitely handle the impact.
Well,
if we-
you may have it because I am not touching a gun.
All right. Well, he doesn't like them, so I'm not going to push it too much. But I
Good
do.
call.
But I do appreciate when you do go. It is special to me, and I would like you to go again. But I'm not going to push it. I don't want to make you do something you don't want to do.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you.
All right. What else? We can talk.
Either
What about
way-
fishing? We didn't talk about fishing yet. It's also spring smallmouth. I'm excited about going to the river. What about you? I went down this last weekend.
Well, maybe next week if you'll get invited back to the podcast, we might talk about it next week with Jenna.
You know, Derek doesn't he doesn't dislike fishing. Tell me if I'm wrong here, but he doesn't have the patience to sit there and cast.
Yeah.
And do that. But
Sounds
when I
right.
hook a fish, he loves to reel them in.
Oh, that's all him, huh?
I gotta admit, that part is pretty fun. I did try to fish once, and I think I cut them all without my dad noticing. When my dad noticed when I caught the fish, he actually noticed it a little. So.
Oh yeah.
Derek's really good at videoing me catching fish. He loves that, and then if I do get one hooked, I'll hand him the rod, and he likes to fight him.
And you get him in pretty well, Derek.
Yeah, long enough to push me into the water.
That sounds like it's happened before.
All right, that's fishing and that's turkey hunting. What else we got? I talked about my new shotgun.
Got March Madness.
You
March
did.
Madness.
Anyway, I did put March Madness. Spring is here. March Madness, basketball. We got lots of basketball going on for the men, for the women. It's kind of crazy with the March Madness right now.
Let's talk about the brackets. I don't know. I'm doing terrible in my bracket.
I haven't followed it at all.
I'm not doing very well.
I made a bracket and just didn't even watch it happen.
But
Watch
Derek
it go down.
and one of his buddies, James Draws, if you follow James, follow
Shout out
James.
James.
Shout out
Shout out
James. James is he's from Oklahoma. And so Derek wanted somebody to assist him in filling out his bracket. So
Technically, James let me down on.
James didn't let you down. You invited him to help pick, and he picked.
James.
Well, he did pick, but technically, I'm not only the person to fail.
Well,
also
James is kind of a
too.
homer. Okay.
So Derek Baker, James Draws, what happened?
James is kind of a homer. He's an Oklahoma fan, right? He lives in Oklahoma. He
Oklahoma's
picked
out.
Oklahoma to go all the way.
He's got a little
Oklahoma
bias,
was
huh?
out
Yeah.
in the first round. But you know what? He's not any worse than Jenna. She had Mizzou going the whole way. What are you thinking? I had him winning 2 games, and I thought that was a stretch.
But technically, my women's bracket is way more better than the men's bracket because I did shows women's Baylor team with the win.
Oh yeah.
You chose win. You got them winning the whole thing.
And they're doing pretty well right now,
And right now, they actually doing pretty well. So we'll see what's gonna happen on Thursday.
huh? Okay.
Yeah, the women's. I like watching the women's game. We actually watched UConn last night. Who the heck did they play last night? UConn and South Dakota State. They didn't do very well.
Yeah.
UConn handled that one pretty well. But I didn't meet Gino, but I saw Gino. He came to Parkway North High one time.
Columbus won.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Huh.
You ever heard of Nafisha Collier?
OQC won.
Nafisha Collier is a
Oklahoma State won,
basketball player
Oklahoma.
from the St. Louis area.
Okay.
Okay, she played at Incarnate Word.
Gotcha.
And I mean, when she was in high school, everybody was recruiting her. So
Is Incarnate Word on like the 120 win streak right now or something? Who's
yeah,
that high school
they've
team?
won a
Probably.
lot. I
I
mean,
don't know
I
if
don't
They haven't,
know.
they haven't lost in like 5 years. or
They
something
haven't
like that.
lost in so long. Actually, Parkway North beat them. I bet it's been like 5 years ago, but they broke
wow.
a streak. They broke a streak
Gotcha.
that they had for a long, long time. They might not have lost since then. I don't know. They don't lose very much. The only time now they've had a couple of times when they've lost in some big national tournaments, where they have schools from all over the place going, but they're always so good. Anyway, she played for them, and we had a gal, Shug, I can't think of her last name now, but she ended up playing for Texas later on. But when Parkway North and Incarnate Word were playing, Gino was there. The Mizzou's coach was there. The Texas coach was there. The Notre Dame coach was there. I think the Stanford coach. There was, there were like all these big time women's basketball coaches that you only see on TV. They're all in our gymnasium. I'm like, holy cow, this is unbelievable. This is kind of cool. And they're all looking at Gino or at Nafisha Collier mainly, and then they were also looking at Shug Sutton, is her last name. I don't know her first name. Her nickname Shug. I think Nafisha Collier, I believe she plays for maybe the Timberwolves Minnesota team. That's not their name. I don't know what it is, but she plays with them, and Sutton plays for. That's not the Fever. The Phoenix. She did play for the Phoenix team.
Okay.
So they both played for NCAA basketball, and then went on to
WA.
The WNBA. So it's pretty cool, seeing that. So what else we got?
Well, you did put in here, Jenna is at New Zealand right now.
Yes, that's right. She is.
And I honestly think that's absolutely super fun. Zip lines, like, whoa.
Wow.
Zip lines are crazy. I saw my sister upside down when she doing a zip line.
Yeah, they've been doing zip lines. Did you see the videos today?
I have not. I'm not actually some more of it on Snapchat, but
they went. They did a whitewater rafting.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I mean,
I just saw that part.
You should see the drop. They come off about an 8 or 10 foot
from
drop
the-
straight down, maybe higher than that. I mean, they just got soaked.
Drop like JD Della did.
Jenna said she was in a wetsuit. She got the whole raft went completely under. It appeared.
Holy crap!
It was crazy.
I'll say one of my favorite vlogs to edit of your guys' was your whitewater rafting.
That was so much fun.
That was cool to watch.
That was so much fun. What was the name of that rafting place? I can't remember. But go on our YouTube channel and watch it because it was a lot of fun. And they did a great job. Rogue River. It was on the Rogue River, but that's not their name.
Oh.
Brad, I think, was the guy.
Yeah,
he
like
did
nice
a great
dude.
job.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we had a lot of fun on that rafting trip. So Jenna's down there doing that now. She's in New Zealand. I think they went to, and I'm not are you a Lord of the Rings guy?
Not enough to know about all the.
Well, they
lore,
went
to
a place called Hobbit Town.
Okay.
Hobbit Town or something like that.
Okay.
What is it called? You know it?
I don't know.
Hobbit Town sounds.
I think it's close enough. But anyway, they've got all these crazy looking houses where the
Shire. Yeah.
The Shire. That's it. The Shire. Well, it was all filmed right there, and so apparently the guy that owns the land, the movie producer came and said, "Hey, let me, I'll pay you to let me do this to your property. Can I do it here?" And he said, "Yeah, let's do that. That's fine." And then he didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden, all these trespassers kept coming on his property wanting to see this place. So rather than fight it, he said, all right, we'll do one tour a day. Well, he's doing like 25 tours a day now.
Wow, turned it into a tourist.
He's making a killing, though.
He's making he's got to be making a killing.
I can imagine.
Something he was trying to fight at the beginning. All of a sudden, he's like, I'm not. If you can't beat him, join him.
That's
man.
right. I bet he joined the right team.
He probably joined the right team.
Yeah.
Those people are
I think
fanatics.
I think he's glad he did it, but they enjoyed it. They enjoyed it a lot. We got a picture of Chris. He's sitting there all grumpy looking. Sitting in front of that house.
Not a big.
I told Jen, I said, I texted back, it looked like you got a troll. A grumpy troll sitting on the steps.
Well, I did tell you.
Speaking of grumpy trolls.
Okay, you're pushing it.
Stop. I apologize.
Well, I did saw the Snapchat. Chris did have some fun on during the zip line. I saw big old smile, like. maybe it takes on that one happy troll.
Yep.
Chris is pretty quiet generally, isn't he?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. He's a little bit camera shy, so it depends to get out that shower.
He picked quite the family to marry into. That.
Oh yeah.
Chris will definitely will get out of that shell.
We got to get him on the podcast at one point. One day we'll get him on.
Yeah, maybe next week if he wants to.
I don't think he's gonna want
All
to,
right.
but yeah.
What are we gonna talk about now? I got one special topic. It's a spring thing. What happens
Tell me about your one topic you
what
want
happens
to talk about.
every spring that you get so excited about?
Like what?
Well, what is your favorite topic? Does Derek,
Wrestling.
is he completely obsessed with anything?
Well, before we get to the wrestling stuff,
WrestleMania. I just got to clear my throat. Now, does that give you an idea?
well, thank you for that. WrestleMania season is coming up. I do have some few ideas for WrestleMania, but before we get to that, how about let's talk about my confession?
All right, we're going to talk about
All
his
right,
confession.
here we go.
Here we
My
are.
confession.
YouTube parent
No, is this where I
confession.
take my headphones off?
This is the part you leave the room.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving, but I'll take my headphones off.
That's what you agreed on, Derek. Remember?
All right, I'm taking my headphones off. We're going to put them right here.
Okay.
All right, I'm not listening.
Cover your ears.
They're
All right.
covered.
Good. Jake.
Yes, sir.
Reason my dad is covering his ears right now because I do have confession.
Okay. Let's hear it, brother.
Do you want to leave?
No, I'm here. I'm good. What'd you say something?
What is doing?
Come on, I can't even hear you. Let's hurry up. I can't hear nothing.
Are you keep close your ears till I get that? Okay.
They're
I
covered.
gotcha.
I see it. Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, reason my dad is covering his ears because I do have confession.
What's up?
And the reason I don't want my dad part of this conversation is because I'm afraid he's gonna kill me.
Okay.
I'm afraid he thinks I'm gonna replace a man. Be honest, I'm not here to talk about that. Actually,
He thinks you're going to try to replace him as a dad. Is that fair?
that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Jack.
Okay.
That's the reason he's still in the room. He's still covering his ears, but I'm very torn for this.
Okay. So you're thinking about finding another dad. Is that?
Well, I don't think it's that, but my YouTube parents is very similar.
Oh, what? You're replacing him for some YouTube parents?
They are.
Is it Shayla's dad?
I don't think it's Shayla's dad. No.
Whose dad is it?
Well, one is from the first squad.
Okay.
That is my mom. That is just this guy from.
Wait a second. You're
Are
replacing
you replacing your mom,
and
too?
your how in the hell can
Wow.
you replace your
Oh,
mom?
Valerie.
Wow.
Your mom.
You want to leave?
I didn't hear that.
I can't believe you're thinking about
Do
replacing
you want to
your mom
leave?
and your dad.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Good. Mom, I still love you. You're still my mom.
Okay.
Judge, this guy is not replacing you. You're great.
Okay, but your dad, on the other hand.
But my dad, on the other hand, is complicated. Keep cover your ears, okay? Keep.
I got you.
They're covered.
You already
Now it's
replaced
you.
me with Rey Mysterio once.
Just cover your ears.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, I do have a YouTube mom. I also have a real mom. That's Valerie. Love her.
Yeah.
But
Shout out Valerie.
Shout out to Valerie for sure. My YouTube mom is Shazzy's guy
Okay.
from the Fun Squad.
Okay.
And my dad YouTube parent is Ryder.
And he's not really replacing your dad then.
Who?
He's not going to replace
Okay.
my father. That's
Good.
ridiculous. I still love the man. He's
Can I
great
put
dad.
my headphones back on
I think
now?
you can let him listen.
No,
Now you
not
kind of
yet.
you haven't replaced him.
Not yet. Keep covering him.
All right. Keep
All
my
right.
ears covered.
So, technically, Ryder and Jassy doesn't know this because I'm kind of their son. And I think I have a sister named Nayali.
Nayali?
Yeah, Nayali.
So okay.
So I am not replacing my real parents with my YouTube parents. Absolutely not.
Okay, good.
I do love Jenna and Katie. I do love Valerie and Eric. Even though Eric pushes my buttons a lot. But that doesn't mean Ryder and Jazzy be something like they don't want to be.
Okay.
But I don't know what to do. If I can meet my YouTube parents or don't.
All right.
I don't know what to do.
All right.
What's your advice?
What's my advice?
Yours is
Really quick, I have a.
Jake's.
You're saying Jazzy Sky,
Jazzy Sky and Ryder too.
and you want her to be your YouTube mother?
Just a YouTube mom.
Your two mother and your two father. Yeah.
I think you should keep this from your parents at all costs. You should not let them hear this.
I'd agree. If I was mom, skip it. Okay.
Skip that last part, Valerie.
Skip that last part, Val.
I think he should try to get dinner out of his YouTube parents.
Sounds like my dad. Something my dad would say too.
You're gonna lose a lot of weight, pal.
Yeah, it also looks
It's
like
gonna be a heck of a diet. You think the dogs have it rough at times?
Well,
Can I put my headphones back
All
on?
right, let's let your
All
dad
right,
put his headphones back on.
well, you may put your headphones back on. Dad, you already in this room. I did told Jack and Jake what I'm gonna do, but what about you? You actually my real father. You are.
As far as I know, you look a little like the milkman.
Ryder, if you listen to this, you are my dad.
Did he have a previous history as a milkman?
Really?
I said milkman. I should have said mailman. Nobody knows what the milkman is. That's really aging me.
Nobody cares about that. If I'm jiggering out, cut that part. Anyway,
You guys ever even have your mom and dad talk about the milkman?
No, I know I know what the milkman was.
I mean,
but
I
no.
don't ever remember it when I was growing up, but my neighbors down here, because I grew up right here, they had a little insulated box outside there, and then they would have the milkman come, and he would open up and put a jar of milk in there.
Gosh.
Or sometimes eggs, other cold things, but they would deliver them every couple of days.
we are not talking
call 'em
about
out or-
milk.
All right. Sorry about that.
All right.
I got off topic.
All right, let's hop into wrestling, eh?
Well, before we get to that, we do have a real father right here. That is my dad, Eric Baker. Say hi.
Hi. How was everybody? I haven't been here for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, so I'm brand new. I just stepped back in the room if you didn't notice.
Well, technically, you never left.
Oh, okay. I did take my headphones off, though. Didn't hear a thing either, trust me.
Good.
Good.
Good. I'm glad you did not hear anything. I did told Jack and Jake about my confession. You are my real father. What I'm gonna do to meet my YouTube parents, how to meet them,
How are you going to meet your YouTube parents?
how
Or how am I
Follow
going to
them.
meet your YouTube parents?
not you.
Well, what if I wanted to meet them?
Well, maybe one day you will.
Well, maybe we can make an exchange.
Maybe one day you
Maybe they've got
will.
a son or daughter that they want to get rid of, and we've got one that
Okay, knock it
I
off.
we might be interested in trading.
I do not believe they have any sons or daughters. They
No?
appear to be 16 years old.
Oh, they got a cat?
Maybe.
Yeah, but we're willing to make a deal,
We're
man.
talking about Jazzy and Ryder. We don't want to do this right now.
They're 16 years old.
They
Derek,
are
you're
16.
Well, how are they your
They're
YouTube
13
parents?
years
They're not
older
even
than
parents.
Well, technically, according to YouTube, they did have a daughter named Nayali.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like one of your fake friends?
man.
Fake daughter? It's kind of like who? Tess? Is it Tess? Is it Tess?
Tess or
Ryan or who's the other one?
Nayeli is real.
He's got so many of them.
Okay? She's real. It's Ryder is Jazzy's guy's real daughter on YouTube.
Well, let's put it this way. If you're out there in YouTube land and you're willing to make a deal, we're trading.
What is wrong with you?
I think I convinced your mom to do it. I think she'd be on board.
There's a reason I don't invite him.
well, Derek, you were just talking about how you were ready to get
just
rid
said
of him.
somebody pushes your buttons, so guess what I'm doing?
Yeah, we get it. You always do that.
Yeah, I got pushes your buttons. Move on. Let's talk.
Yeah.
We got to talk about wrestling.
Yep, we got to get
We're
moving.
going to cut
Derek.
that out of the show.
I gotta know what's your advice, what I'm gonna do with my YouTube parents, that is Jazzy and Ryder, especially
I'd say drop them a DM and see if they answer. Let's move on.
especially there's David a daughter. How do I to meet them, like over dinner?
Yeah, let's
Do
do
you have-
that. Let's do that.
Do you
I'll
have
tell
Jake,
you what,
the,
advice?
the
How about your
producers-
mom sets that up? I'll
Yeah.
talk to her. She'll set up a date. Let's move on to the wrestling. She's really good at planning things.
Well, technically, it's not up to her. It's actually
Well,
up to.
well, she's gonna help
YouTube
do it.
parents.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
We'll get in touch with her.
All right,
We'll set
Derek.
it up.
If we want to get wrestling in, we got to move on now.
Anyway, I just want to talk about that. That's my confession. Chelsea and Ryder are my YouTube parents.
Okay.
I'm glad I got you involved. Anyway,
All right. Anyway.
let's talk about WrestleMania.
When is it?
WrestleMania 41 match cards. I actually had the idea if I'm Sports Kicker right now or Sports Center, listen up.
Listen up, Sports Center.
Listen up, Sports Center. So,
Who was the other one you said? Sports Cheetah?
Sports Kita.
Is that right? Did I
Yeah.
say that right?
Yeah, Sports Kita.
Keeta? Is it Keeta?
Yeah,
Okay. Not Cheetah.
not Cheetah.
Okay, I thought maybe they're fast.
Cheetah would be cool.
Cheetah would be cool.
Could be.
All
Could
right,
be.
WrestleMania.
Anyway, I am going to predict lots of matches for WrestleMania 41.
We don't want lots of matches. Give us one big match.
What's the big one, brother?
So,
The big one.
It's Jay, right? Oos. Yeet.
wow.
And who's he going up against? Gunther? I got that right?
Yeah, it is Carter, but that's I'm not here to talk about. There's predictions that I really want to talk about. I don't mind getting them out.
How about Cody? Was he going?
Yes, Cody is in the mix.
All right, well, I'm just asking.
He is going to face the man.
Oh,
going to
John
face
Cena.
John
Give me that
Cena.
hat.
There's a hat right there.
I thought John Cena retired.
I like it. Here, put that on. Who are you pulling for, John Cena or Cody?
Cody.
Oh, sorry, John. We'll put you back down then. Sorry, John. No, John. Never give up.
Nice.
Well, he gave up. He's a heel.
Oh, he's a heel now.
We got
That's right.
we got a YouTube video on that, don't we? A vlog showing him meeting John Cena.
Old one, yeah. Really
Yeah,
old.
it's been a while. Maybe
There's an
a
old
year
one.
ago.
No, it's definitely a year ago.
So go on YouTube and watch Derek meeting John Cena. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to meet John Cena before he does turn heel this year. Anyway, I do have some predictions, and I got you guys to know about it. The first match we're going to predict is a ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. That is Pearly Daly, DIY, Motor City, where she got Lars Garza, and my favorite tag team of all, Pearly Daly.
Okay.
Let's talk about the big matches. You're putting me to sleep over here.
Can you shut the hell up? That match will be contested in a ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. the Street Profits will put their titles on the line in a ladder match. I don't mind to see that. That'd be a great match.
I'm pulling
to
for the
see.
Street Profits. Who are you pulling for?
We'll see who's gonna win.
You don't care?
We'll see who's going to win. Could be.
He always
Street
makes a
Profits.
prediction. I'm surprised he's not choosing one.
But also, I have in mind for night one, and that is Derek Baker versus Dominic Mysterio, night one at WrestleMania.
Whoa.
Oh, that'd be good, but I'm pulling for Dominic.
We'll see about that, buddy.
I mean-
about that. That'd be a great match to see. Plus, I do want to see a trouble comeback between Roman and Solo on night two. Not just that, also a tag team match between Solo Sikoa and his tag team partner, Derek Baker. You know what I'm saying? Versus Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania night one. Also, Women's Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. Lara, Raquel, Dakota, and Ivy. Also, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles.
Okay.
Penta versus Rey Mysterio. Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor.
Is Logan Paul back on it again?
Yeah, he's actually on the roster on Monday Night Raw now.
I didn't. Has he been wrestling? I haven't seen him. I don't watch it very much, but
Well, you did not pay attention, but I did. So,
because I know he's been busy. Him and his brother they got a show out there, or
Yeah,
a movie or something.
they did.
Oh, really?
they did
Wow.
get a
Yeah,
show.
they got something coming out.
I knew they were teasing a fight between them, or I should say a boxing match between
Yeah.
them.
Boxing
Oh,
I
match.
hope
two
it
of
was.
them?
It's
Boxing
better
match.
than the Tyson fight.
Yeah.
Jake Paul. That'd be great match for sure. Also, I do want to see a mixed tag team match between Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan versus
Roxanne
Liv
Pro- oh.
Morgan.
Liv Morgan versus Liv Morgan?
I got that confused. The mixed tag team match, Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan versus Jenna and Chris Jones. That could be the best match.
I feel sorry for you, Jenna and Chris. You're in trouble.
Actually, it's pretty cool to take the front.
How fast do you think they could roll over?
We don't know, Dad.
We're gonna get out of this ring in a hurry. We're just rolling over and moving on.
Also, on night two, I do want to see Jay versus Gunther.
Jay versus Gunther. That'll be a good one.
Night two. Also, the Women's United States title on the line between Selena Vega, Michin, and Jessica Green.
All
Obviously,
right.
I got Jessica Green for
All
starters.
right, what else?
And LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman.
Oh, that's a three-way?
I don't think it's a three-way. I think it's called a triple threat match.
A triple threat match. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Triple threat match for the United States Championship.
All right, and get to
All
Cody.
those
Come on, get
matches-
to Cody. What's Cody doing?
will happen as well. The matches did get official so far. That is triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. We got Cody Rhodes and John Cena, Kevin Stratton.
That's right. Cody's going against John.
title. Those cards I did talk about
And where is it, Derek?
will be in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas.
All those matches that I just said will happen. Like Derek versus Dominic, that'd be a big match. If Dominic accepts the match, that means it is on.
Okay.
Like
Like
blood
Donkey
versus
Kong.
blood versus blood. That'd be really cool.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas.
That's our dream match.
Ask Jenna about that one.
We can't book that match for WrestleMania. Out of doubt. Okay? That's that. Moving on. Let's talk about Darby Allin.
Make it short.
Darby Allin. We don't know what happened to Darby Allin.
Okay.
Now, we're off onto AEW now, right?
Yeah, this was AEW
All right,
topic.
for the non-wrestlers out there, the entertainment, we've moved from WWE to AEW now. Darby Allin's on the AEW. Go ahead.
Yeah. We don't know what happened with Darby Allin, but after John pushed him off the stairs on Rampage, I don't know exactly what happened to him. I think he's out indefinitely. Maybe he could be injured. He could be, his contract was up. Could be the big move to go to WWE. I'm not sure for that. But what about AEW? Like, what's it gonna be like for Darby Allin?
I don't know if he's got cut. I guess he's gonna find another line of work or another place to work.
Exactly. The next to bring up to WWE.
Or maybe he's just taking a break. Those guys go hard.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been backstage. Those guys work their tail off. I mean,
I could tell.
yes, it's scripted. We all know that. But it's not like they're not athletic. These guys are unbelievable. I'm always,
doubt.
You're not wrong about that.
I get,
You're not wrong
I'm
about
not,
that.
I'm not as entertained by the wrestling as Derek is, but I do find their athleticism, impressive and entertaining.
It's undeniable.
There's no doubt about it. They are very, very talented entertainers.
No doubt. No doubt. The next topic that we really want to talk about is Miss Shamasha Slamovich. If you heard the name from
All right, we need to be done. We're not going to talk about every wrestler in AEW and WWE.
Well, this one is TNA.
I want you to pick your very last topic. This is
Relax. We are getting very close to getting it done.
This is it. All right?
Trust me, there's more than that.
Well, not very much more.
Well, I will make it short and
Unless
sweet.
you just want to do shout-outs.
Shamasha Slamovich is a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she actually is a badass in TNA. But who's going to go after the Knockouts Championship? What is next for Shamasha Slamovich? Is it going to go to Knockouts title or her contract?
I don't know. What is your prediction? Because
TNA.
nobody else knows what you're talking about.
Moving on to WWE. If you watch TNA, you know exactly.
But we don't, and you're talking to us. So if you're asking questions, why don't you just make a statement?
Well, you guys figure Shamasha Slamovich to move on
Yes.
to WWE.
100%.
100%.
If that opportunity arises, I think it's a good idea.
100%.
Well, we'll see if she goes that Knockouts Championship. Anyway, I'm next.
Last one. This is it. We're cutting you off. I'm gonna unplug
Bro,
Bro.
We're just gonna.
We're
It's
getting
gonna be
very
Derek
close.
unplugged.
we're getting very close
Derek,
right
you
now.
have an hour and a half worth.
You got like 3 more pages of wrestling he wants to talk about.
Getting very close.
We're getting very close.
Are we gonna get? He goes out of, now. Next, we're gonna talk about the high school wrestlers.
High school wrestlers.
Speaking of high school
Who are
wrestlers,
you?
who was a high school wrestler? He did
Bing
not
you.
like it.
Oh, yeah?
No, as much as he is into the wrestling now, you know what? Those other guys, they sweat a lot, and I don't like touching them, and it's kind of gross, and I'm not very good at it anyway. I was a wrestler too.
Do you want me
I
to
was a
get
really
done?
bad wrestler.
Dad, do you want me to get done with it?
I always say that one of the
I am
reasons I got
asking
into
you
building
a question, Dad.
is because
do you want me
I
to get
spent
this done?
so much
Good time.
time on my back
Dad,
looking at the
Dad.
trusses at Parkway North, and it was so interesting.
bro. Dad, do you
Then
want
I
me
went
to
into
get this done
building.
or
That's
not?
fantastic. I like that.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Last one.
This podcast is going really well, and you don't want to do the hack jack shit. Anyway.
Thank you, everybody. We're done. We'll come back and visit Baker Banner next week.
yet.
Jenna will be back with us.
Not yet. We're not even done yet. We're still recording. Anyway, we kind of talk about this. What was said? AEW contracts expired. There's a lot of people let go in that company, like Ricky Starks, like Izzy Page.
Ricky Starks got let go?
He did.
That's a bummer. I liked him.
it is a bummer, and that's sad.
All right, come on, keep
That's
on
sad.
going.
That's just crazy. Whatever happens in AEW stays.
Yeah, we had some fun
in
interactions
AEW.
with Ricky Starks. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. Anyway, the next topic I got is Roxanne Perez and 75 Kurt.
Now wait a minute. We already talked about WWE. Let's move on.
We are getting very close to getting
No,
done.
now move on. I'm going to take your phone from you. It's going to get really ugly really fast.
And we agreed now.
You're going to see backstage Baker banter, backstage unplugged when Derek loses his mind because Dad takes his phone.
You better calm down.
I'm calm. Should I take my headphones off again?
If you want to, you can.
All right.
Go ahead, take it off.
No, you go ahead. I can hear you anyway. Finish. Come on. I'm tired. We're
Good.
moving on and on.
Good. We gotta talk about this.
Okay.
Roxanne Perez, 75 Kerr, love story between them. I got a feeling that Roxanne Perez and 75 Kerr got connections like Dominic Liv have in the past. I got a feeling that it could happen, it could not, but I got a feeling this love story between Roxanne and 75 Kerr could happen. I don't know. That's only
We actually got
only I
to
know.
meet Roxanne Perez's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Because we were at one of the events, and Roxanne was there with, I don't know which event it was, but it doesn't really matter. She sat right in front of us. And I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at Roxanne. I'm like, man, this lady looks so much like her. And then at the very end, she all of a sudden, when Roxanne and Liv get up there, she'd sit there kind of quiet most of the night. Well, when they get up there, she starts cheering, and when it was all said and done, and we had a little small talk, and we
that's
figured
funny.
out she was Roxanne.
That's awesome.
Mom. It was fun.
Well, that's crazy.
What's your closing
That is-
statement, Derek?
Statement is the biggest right now.
All right.
Yeah, it is what it is. But the next thing that we don't want to talk about, we actually getting close, getting done. We will sign up for the suit. This we have to talk about. Dakota Kai, Avi Nile, another love story. We gotta see this happen. Dakota Kai, Avi Nile, we gotta see this love story combined between Dakota and Avi. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not sure it's gonna happen, but what happened? It does. That's a big question.
Chaos.
It's gonna be crazy right now
Yeah.
if Dakota and Avi could be in love. That'd be should be cool.
Sounds a little wild.
All right, wrap it up. That's it. You're done. You're done. I'm going to take your phone, and then we're going to watch things blow up. Let's go. I know you got 3 more pages, and we're not going to listen to them all.
We will be finished by 8 o'clock.
Shout out at the end. What's the very last one? Shout out from Roxanne Perez. Want me to read it, or you want to do it?
You chillax, okay?
Oh, man.
You chillax. So, and we are actually getting done soon.
You're not. You got an hour left. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to keep harping on you until you shut up. Let's go. Wrap it up.
Okay, I'm going to make it short. You guys want to see Video Fox 2? A lot of time got Ray Phoenix in the WWE.
No.
I actually saw Ray Phoenix graphic on SmackDown. He's coming. I'm ready for that.
All right.
I'm ready for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
All right. What else we got?
Oh,
Wrap it up.
I'm trying, Dad.
Not hard enough.
Also, we get the return of Bryan Danielson returning in AEW. We gotta see that happen
Okay.
in AEW. That'd be super cool.
Okay.
Another love story.
No more love stories. Let's move.
This is actually my favorite card. Derek Baker versus Braun
Braun
Breaker for
Breaker.
the Intercontinental Championship
Yeah, baby.
at Backlash in St. Louis. That match would be
That would be good.
Super fun.
When is that?
May 10th.
All
May
right.
10th.
May 10th for now.
AEW
Got
May
a date
10th.
ready.
Anyway,
Be there.
be
All right,
there for
what's
now.
next?
Get your tickets today. Anyway, we get another love story between Candice LeRae and Team Australia. I'm not sure that could be love. It could be true. But
Move on. No more love stories.
it could happen.
No more
we'll
love
see about
stories.
that. So, next we got COVID cases. Keep disrespecting my guys if I tell. Like, come on. Why you do that? That's crazy. That's crazy. You do such a thing. Disrespecting that guy and make you want to do it. Jenna will make his debut on Monday Night Raw. I gotta see that happen and make sure COVID cases stop disrespecting him. I gotta see that. Also,
See, normally Jenna gets his phone ahead of time and cuts all this out. We failed miserably.
I'm trying to
You
get
guys
out
were with him before I got here.
Hey,
You've been with him
I'm
for
blaming
2
Jack on
hours.
this,
You
so-
should have. You know better. You know better now. All right, keep playing. Go on.
Thank
got it.
you. Also, we got Tana Taka will make his debut on SmackDown and take care of some business with Braun Strowman.
All right.
Join with Solo Sikoa. That could be very awesome to see, right?
agreed.
Agreed. Tana Taka, if you're listening, please debut on SmackDown.
Okay.
Anyway, of course, another one right here. That is Raquel Rodriguez and Carlito. Love story. We got to make that happen, guys.
There's a lot of love
Like, come
stories
on.
going
A lot
on.
of love
I
stories.
know.
Let me
that's
see this.
crazy.
Let me see that. I'm going to read through them. Let me just read through them. We got Raquel Rodriguez and Carlito in a love story. We got Liv Morgan, Cheney, and Dominic Mysterio's brother as Derek. We got Derek versus John Cena at SummerSlam. We got Mother Wade join the House of Hell. NXT Women's Tag Team Champion return to tournament. We got Don Collin family welcome to AEW Trios. We got Roxanne Perez and Bailey love story storyline. We've got partnership with Netflix and Hulu and Peacock. We got shout out to Roxanne Perez, say happy birthday to me on NXT. His birthday is April 8th. So say
Well, technically, that's all covering my dad.
Say happy birthday to Derek. Everybody come on TikTok or Instagram or whatever you follow Derek on and give him a happy birthday on April 8th.
If you're from Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, or NXT, I don't mind. Shout out.
You know, one of the things they did back when when was that? It was really early in TikTok. They had
My dad just
they reached out
so
and had people mail him birthday cards from all over the place. Oh my God, we got thousands of birthday cards.
Wow.
It was really cool, but it was really like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Because people love you, Derek.
They love you, and you got birthday
They
cards
do.
from every state and all
They
over
do.
the world.
They
It
do.
was unbelievable. So, SmackDown superstars step up for Roman Reigns. All right, close it out, Derek.
Peace.
Well, technically, my dad did cover it all, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I knew it was going to be super long anyway, so. That's all we have.
That's all we
Wrestling
have.
talk. If my dad just said more love stories, if you see them all, like Raquel Rodriguez and Carlito, Roxanne Perez and 75 Kerr, list goes on as well. So
All right, we did it.
that
We
covers
didn't
it.
kill
Thank
each
you, Dad.
other.
Thank you,
Nice.
Dad.
All right, we didn't
All
kill
right,
each other. We're done. We can be done now.
Woo!
Peace.
Woo! Not yet. I need to unplug stuff in here.
What do you got to do now?
Like this. Go follow Big Bear on TikTok,
Oh, yeah.
Instagram, Facebook. Check out my sister's Etsy store.
Yep. Jenna B. Jones. What is
Jenna
it?
B.
JBJ
Jones.
Creative. JBJ
Take a
Creative.
look
Check
at
out
that.
Dad on Instagram and Facebook, and it's Baker Banner Dad on Instagram and Baker Banner Dad on YouTube, and then Eric Baker on Facebook. I really don't have any there,
And we do have.
but we'll have more turkey hunting videos coming.
right.
He's so
Hell yeah.
excited about the turkey hunting videos.
He is, not me.
Yeah, not me, not him.
Get that right. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Get ready for next week. Jenna Baker will be in the house to talk about her fun weekend at her honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
That is it for the night. So,
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.